You're doing okay. Hopefully, you're doing fine. Um, I want to say, thank you guys for click, likes, shares, the subscribes. Appreciate you. For those who are close to Vancouver, Canada, doing some special workshop. Please contact me at astroviber1111 at gmail.com if you'd like to intend or you have any other inquiries, you can use the same email. All right. So what are we going to be dealing at? If you're following the report in there, probably from yesterday, I hope you did your mental process, a lot of the work that you had to work on you. In there, we seen it that the biggest news is that communication is going to start flowing normally as the Mercury turns what? Mercury turns direct. The communication so all of a sudden begins to open. There is no more kind of like a hold on. You're not holding things. Hopefully, you're not. They're gonna be start moving slowly but surely. A lot of improvements will be. But today we're gonna have the moon. It's gonna be exiting Pisces, and with the exiting Pisces, we're gonna see it in the morning. This intensity of intuition, of this guilt, shame, rejections, contractions. I will call it be mindful of implosions, kind of like you close you down, you stubbornness, and you just, I don't want to talk, and so on. And lack of the visions, separations of illusions that's going to come in because the moon is going to be joining Saturn and Neptune, and that's going to be opposing Mars. Mars is in Libra in the relationships. But in the proper way, at 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to see a vertex with Pluto. The gate towards transformations is opened. Mars is in his own way. He is also trining Uranus and Gemini. Be more in the friendly zone in there. And this Uranus Pluto trine heart energy in there is going to be not in the heart as it's tough and creates problems in there. It's a heart as a strength for you to want, to change, to find new ways, to create a new path. A lot of new actions on the base of what has been learned and actions of revisions of this Pluto. And there, these revisions that you're going to see within yourself is like, oh, I see that I need to change. Now I have opportunity to change. Okay, this is going to be the energy in the morning. Hi, Rooster. Thank you for being here. And at 8 o'clock, we're going to see the ascendant is going to be close to the south node. Again, the past is going to be coming out in you in there, but we're going to be seeing it. This energy of hi Draco. We're gonna see this energy of the moon. It's gonna be coming down, into with all those intensity that is gonna be coming in. We're gonna see that it's something is gonna be really, really, really rising up. So we're going to see that in the next hour at 9 o'clock particularly. I will suggest you that between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, pay attention in there till 10 o'clock because that energy can really turn her off. To remind you, it's Monday, you go into work, particularly with people who you have a work relationships, okay? Because at work, you spend more time at work compared to spending with your family. Some of you is going to laughing about it, but it is what it is. That's the way it is. Okay. It takes you about 30 to 40 minutes maybe to get to work in most of the cases, and you spend 8 hours there. That is at about 9 hours. And with those 8, 9 hours that you're awake, you have a lot of relationships that it's you see within. So since Mars is going to be rising on this, there is also business relations that are in Libra. Okay, so this is going to be opposing everything. You're going to feel the stress, and some of you who cannot handle the stress, they can just like blowing off, putting so much steam and so on and so on. It's your abilities to perform under the steam of others. Let the steam of others to be at their steam. You have to cool off, chill out. And that chilling is going to be coming with the moon, with Saturn. That energy is going to be like calm down and so on. Let them be. And some of the people who's going to make mistakes this particular time, don't try to solve your relationships, okay? That's not the purpose in there. Hi, Jerry. Glad to see you here. Hi, Frontier. Iranel, glad to see you too. So try to understanding that the conflict that it comes in there, it's coming with resolutions. But you have to see it with what? With the intuition. Because right now we are going to see in it the moon, Saturn, and Neptune versus Mars. Who think is going to win? Right? Intuitions, this wisdom of the mother, these restrictions of the wise man, right? Imagine you are right now with your mother, with your grandfather and grandmother. Okay, the one is teaching you, is the teacher, is the greatest teacher, Saturn, right? And the visions of a grandma that teaches you on these positions. Okay, for those of you who doesn't understand what I'm saying, go watch Pocahontas when her kind of like a spiritual guide is teaching her what she needs to do, right? That's what it is. It's the visions to giving you to you. Now you have to go ahead and see yourself like this. All right, 11 o'clock, the energy is going to be more focused. So we have a very beautiful thing in the sky. That's Venus and Jupiter conjunctions. Very powerful, great love, great times about the love that is going to be rising within the family. Okay? And thank you for the respect. And look in this inner work that has been done. It is about to be done in the family. But the family, it's not only represents your immediate family. The family, first of all, begins from within you. And it's everyone living in this rock calling Earth. Like it or not, realize it or not, accept it or not, the truth, it is what it is. We're all living in the same house called Earth. So it is about to bring this peacefulness after all this situations, and Mars is going to be start making these steps forward. Of course, the intuition is always is going to be, and sometimes when intuition and Saturn comes in together, this could be a lot of kind of like a energy of secretivity that it comes out, and it's the shadow, and so on and so on, right? This is kind of like a little bit the manipulations we're talking about with the Neptune, right? In there, but currently they're retrograde. So there's like, you cannot do this anymore. Enough with this guilt tripping. Enough with this crazy, false realities. Okay? The intuition's realizing what they are. So now you're changing. But it's going to be require what? Action. Wise action. And here how it's going to comes in the energy of understanding. Today we were at the bookstore and they were talking about karma. And I just made one comment in there that when you gain the understanding of the consequences of your actions, some of the karma is beginning to be clear because you understand the consequences. Since you understand it, some of the karma that's required to gain that understanding, guess what? It's coming down. You solve it. You resolve it from within you. Okay. Thank you, amazing Manda. So later on at 2 o'clock, the energy is still going to be, we're working a lot of within the shadow. A lot of the love that we are talking about, Venus and Jupiter, is focused on the North Node, but particularly that energy is also going to be focused with what? With the main Lilith. Um, High Prometheus is about ascension. We're all ascending, like it or not. We are all in a different portions and levels, but we are all ascending. Okay, we're all progressing. Hopefully, that's what we are doing with this. All right. 4 o'clock, you're gonna be forced, so kind of like doing some actions. So if you did the wrong actions earlier in the day, now you might revising your actions. Maybe because you were under the emotions or you're still under those emotions. You gotta be very careful because you have two choices. You have choices to fight with the moon, with Saturn and Neptune, with the intuition in there, or you're gonna be choosing the synchronized energies of Pluto and Neptune, that it all comes back into the moon, Saturn and Neptune. That's gonna be your choices. Okay, and with those choices in there is going to be leading to what? Consequences of your actions. Like it or not, it is what it is in there. And all right, 5 o'clock energies, the ascendant is going to be at Sag. We're going to see the midheaven that's going to be moving pretty much the out of Libra, opposing Chiron. If you those who still acting from the wounds, you gotta be working on it. Some of the wounds, and there particularly one of the Chiron, it is at areas. Those are self-wounded situations. Okay, so seeking it within yourself, what did you think about it that is not real, and because you think about it, you hurt yourself from within you. In there. Where are you from? I'm originally from Bulgaria, guys. All right, 6 p.m. We're gonna see the ascendant that's gonna be at Capricorn. Very beautiful, beautiful divine energies. If you have anything in Capricorn, particularly at that first degrees, talking about the second, third degree of Capricorn, you getting a lot of guidance in there that you getting. Okay, a lot of this energy is going to be coming in, and it's going to have some resolutions because it's coming from what? It's coming from Uranus, and it's coming from Mercury, who is right now direct. He's like direct talk, direct communications, direct self-talk towards what? Towards your ego. Can you imagine facing yourself in the mirror and talking to your ego? It's like, what kind of things you're gonna tell yourself? All right, 7 p.m. the energy is gonna be a little bit more calm down. A lot of emotions. The midheaven is gonna be at Scorpio. The ascendant still is gonna be at Capricorn, but this time the energy is beginning to be focused more within the sun. A lot of divine energy is going to be floating in there, particularly from the North Node. We are going to see that the authority is beginning to look to like, what did I restrict? How did I restrict others? What was my situations within others? And what did I got from this? How could I have been so much in my ego that I did certain things too. So Prometheus ego is a lie that it's to the individuals. Actually, the ego, that is the lower self. When you're acting kind of based out of the lower self, and you have a higher ego, which is you getting into this energy of understanding. But a lot of the people getting to this spiritual ego, which is that is a whole another points. But look at it in there, Sigmund Freud about ego. I think this is going to help you a lot. Thank you, amazing Wanda, for the hitting the like button right here. All right, 8 o'clock, beautiful. The transformations coming, the changes are coming. But are you a part of those changes? Because a lot of the people wants to change others to change, and they just want to eat the popcorn without doing anything to receive everything for themselves. It's not gonna happen. There is a certain things in life that you need to do on your own. And if you're only sitting eating a popcorn, you're gonna come back in next life, okay? And then you are gonna be putting into the field, and you're gonna be putting into that positions that you're gonna be a farmer, farming that popcorn, okay? You're not gonna have a time for the popcorn. So this is a kind of like a transformation times that it's coming into to us. A lot of really philosophy hour. Midheaven, it's going to be at Sag. Expressions. You may be watching certain movie, music, something that is going to be leading you into empowering yourself, particularly if you are more within the philosophy, the stoicism in there. Very beautiful time for this. Particularly Mars is needed to this energy. All right, 9 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be approaching the north node. You're going to be at 9 o'clock. You're going to be looking where. Hi, Namira. Glad to see you here. You're going to be looking at that energy on the mental level. Is the processes? Did I process everything? Okay. Kind of like making revaluations of the day. Okay, you see that energy of the ascendant goes into a Pisces. Of course, it's duality. Did I did it good? Did I did it bad? Did I'm guilty of something? Did I say something that I should have not said? And so on and so on. Did I got all this? So that energy later on, as we are going to be seeing it, is gonna really quickly turns just like that. All of a sudden, it's gonna be passing too quick, and we're gonna see that at 10 o'clock, you're gonna have the visions for the new things, the new day, the way it's gonna start, how it's gonna start. You're already gonna be making this programming within yourself. It's like, okay, yesterday I didn't finish this, I didn't finish that, but tomorrow I'm gonna do something. Yesterday I was acting like in my lower self. Today I'm just gonna go and apologize. I'm gonna be the man, not to be this energy. And that with the moon, it has been in areas that is going to be giving this wisdom for some of the masculine energies. For some of you, you are going to be looking for what? For the war, for the this conflict, creating the conflict in there, because he cannot fix the conflict from within you. And that is going to be that energy that you have to be really aware of about it. And talking about those energies, at 11 o'clock, we are going to have the midheaven. It's going to be at Capricorn. Energies are going to be all over the place because you have so many things that you need to do. A lot of the people have so many things to do, and you're wondering where should start at first. And when I see this, where I should start at first, the peace within your mind. Stop for a second at thinking, go a little bit in meditations, go a little bit deeper, because the material problems will never end, right? Because you're fighting for the existence in the world, in the physical realm, right? But you need to look at it also for the most important thing, your soul. Because your soul came here, your soul is going to go away, right? You're going to be stuck with what you have in your soul, right? So when you look on those perspectives inside within you, these things is going to be doing a very good energy in there. For those who cannot fall asleep at midnight, you're going to be reevaluating all that process. For some, there's going to be a lot of messages coming into you in the proper direct way. All right. And that's what it was, the astrogravitational report. And I'm going to give you at 7 o'clock in the morning. The ascendant is going to be at Virgo. We're going to see these organizations that we need to do, right? It's going to be coming from Pluto, Saturn, and Neptune. A very powerful moment, very powerful energies. The inner work is going to be a Taurus. We have to do something in the material world. So we're going to see how these organizations between Virgo and a Taurus is going to be coming into us. But with that, we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So if you like the report, please click like, share, subscribe in this, and seeing it within you. How did that help you? You can post under the video in the comments and help with the comments, with the sharing with others, because that way is this sharing going on, right? In there. So on. My year sit talking about Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is finished. I'm suggesting you to go ahead, and I did a special video in the channel. Mercury, about the Mercury retrograde, how it works, the dates, a little bit advanced informations, okay, and hopefully this can kind of like help you out. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow, and I'm wishing you much love. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Nimira, Iranel. Appreciate you guys.